Alright, this is a continuation of monoxide inside. Well, I used the grinder and I was able to grind off the nut, or the what was left of the stud, and it was flush. So I was going to go ahead and I used the punch to make a center line so I could go ahead and use a drill bit and drill it, and I hit it and it popped off. So I'm thinking maybe I can't get the grinder up there. So I'm thinking that might be tack welded. The nut on the back might be tack welded to the inside of that. So I'm going to do it right now is I'm going to try and use a large drill and drill into that and see if it'll let it cut into the welds on the back side to pop that off. I don't want to hit it too hard because in the back side there you have ceramic. And you don't want to separate that from inside that. That's your catalytic converter. And if it drops, then your catalytic converter is going to fail. Okay, I used a couple of different things. I tried to use that grinder right there, grinder tip. And I used a little coarser one here. And I was able to get that flat enough to get a bit to start. So now I think what I'm going to use, I'll use a step drill and then start drilling even further into it. Alright, I was able to use the titanium drill, and I was able to, and as you can see how it's cracked a little bit? Well, I used the punch and it punched it back and it broke loose. So all I gotta do is hit it one more time and it will be out. And as you can see, we now have two holes. One's countersunk. It'll be all right. And I did very little damage to the cat in this case. So I'm gonna get that back up. What I need to do is I can't put it right back up because I got issues back here and an issue up there. I'm gonna have to get some aluminum tape and tape this up. Top two. So my grind it down and then get some aluminum tape. Actually, what I need to do is get a piece of metal and then the metal on it, and then put the aluminum tape over the top of the metal, and that should take care of that for a little while. Alright, there we go. Alright, stay tuned. We'll get this finished up. Okay, I was able to recover one of the bolts. As you can see, they are tack welded to the back side of that. And of course there's nothing left of threads or anything like that. There's no way you're getting that nut or getting that bolt back through there. Alright, so in this evolution I had to use the grinder to grind off what was left of the other bolt. This one was already flushed off inside there, so it was just a matter of getting a dot on here so I could use a drill bit to get it started so it wasn't going all over the place. And then I used the punch once I got down a little bit, and I was able to pop the tack wells. And the same with the other one. Once I was able to use this, it flushed, or should I say concaved the wall a little bit. And when I tried to use the punch so I could put a drill thing, it just popped it out. So the grinder did that. I needed a punch and of course a hammer. And don't forget to wear, when you're grinding, that's the time to wear a face mask. Just double checking to make sure I had the right seal. See this one? It's a double. It's super identical on both sides of that, you know, seal. Cause it's got to go. Cause it's got to go over this, which is what it does, and then it goes in. It goes in this pit, right? And that seals in the pit, and then it goes in this pit and butts up against the inside of this. You see how it's concave, right? Well, and this is not going to do that. This is one way. It's got a concave front lobe on it. It should be identical on both sides if it's going to do it. And it's got to go over, and that's got to go over the top of that. So their book is wrong, I guess. So, and these are the these should be what I need here. Yep, that's that. You got nuts on the inside. Yep. You got your 2 springs, and those will go right through, right up front, and then tighten down. I've got a spare. I got a spare spring over there, but that's it. That's half of what I needed. Now I gotta get the right seal. All right. I was dead in the water anyway because that ain't gonna work. All right. Stay tuned.